Hello guys, I'm back and I just want to thank you guys for all the feedback and all the comments that y'all have posted. And a question was asked about how long and why after women give birth and become new mothers, how long do it take for difficulties to still continue? So I'm going to answer that question today. And like I said, I thank you guys for your post and for your response. So we're going to discuss that today about the difficulties and how long do it takes after childbirth do the mother still have to encounter this. So I'm going to read this and I will get back to you guys. Although motherhood represents one of the most important stages in women's lives and is quite relevant in societies, women still encounter diverse difficulties after becoming mothers, even during the first 3 years of postpartum. And that is Jesus and Wick Ramy 2017. That's where this information came from. And while motherhood is often considered a positive and fulfilling experience, Urbison AL 2010, and in some cases it is more difficult than expected and eventually perceived as a negative experience. And that came from Nicholas and Ruiz 2004. And that's interesting, even though it's expected that it could be a positive and fulfilling experience for mothers. They have collected data and it found out that the experiences it could be eventually perceived as a negative experience, and that is because it involves facing new situations that are potentially stressful, child care change of habits, and personal time. Fisher and Stocky, 2003. All of a sudden, working mothers have to manage a job, raise children, and maintain a home involving a challenge in physical and emotional effort. Menard and Blaine, 2005. Moreover, mothers commonly experience fatigue, sleep-related problems, and in some cases, high level of stress and depression. Menard and Blaine, 2005. Consequently, women can become highly vulnerable in the face of the potential conflict between the roles of mother and employees. So let's discuss that. That is very interesting. Even after giving childbirth, and that is a fulfilling, that is very fulfilling, and is it's an exciting time in a mother's life. But as you know, I was reading, and different ones have given data on that it can be also a negative experience due to, and the reason of this was because of stress of work. And like I have talked before in previous videos about the stress at work and then coming home from your job and continue still work duties. So this is what I had discussed in the last videos. So now Nicholas and Ruos 2004 is saying that this is a negative experience, and that because of the child care change of habits and the personal time, and they have to manage all of this, the job, raising a child, and maintaining a home, and that involves a physical and emotional effort. And this can increase high level of stress and even depression. And as I mentioned before, and one of the person had asked about how long, and And it said it can be from Jesus and Wickra, and Wickramy 2017 said it's the first 3 years of postpartum. So the first 3 years, it could be a very stressful experience for working mothers that have just given childbirth due to high levels of stress. And that is because a mother, after she finished 9 to 5, and I talked about this in videos, that her work is not done. She still have to come home and manage the children, still have to come home and put supper on the table, and still have to come home and still answer emails, resolve conflicts at work, even after she have left at 5 o'clock. Still dilemmas is going on at the workplace. Sometimes that emails have to be answered, and so the work is never undone. So that is a very stressful. So the first 3 years is very stressful, and it can cause a lot of depression, because as mothers we want to do our best and we want to put our best foot forward in everything we do. That is even in the workplace, and even in motherhood, and even as being a wife, and even as a single mother. If you're raising your child without someone, that can be stress related also. And even if you're married, maybe that spouse is not contributing to helping you with the child or the household duties. So that can become very stressful. And depression will set in. And depression that, that maybe I shouldn't have done this at this time. Maybe I shouldn't have, had a child, because this is too overwhelming for me. And I feel like it's overtaken me, and this task is too much that I can bear. And then there's when depression will set in. So, guys, we're going to continue to discuss this at a later time. And I thank y'all for your feedback. And I'm just enjoying doing these videos for you guys. And we're going to continue to discuss about the workplace and depression and high levels of stress. We're going to talk about that further in my next video. And I will see you guys later. Y'all take care and have a blessed week. Thank you.